stairs.
They don't actually do that, though.
But we've already discussed that they have secret passages.
They have secret passages, but they're not insane.
Maybe there's a treasure vault down here.
I feel like insanity's kind of relative.
Anyway,
As you guys continue down the corridor,
You're the only one who could ever make me question that.
it leads to a open room that seems, strangely, completely empty. The walls seem to be bricked and looks like this could have intended to be some kind of a room. It's about 30 feet long and has a relatively tall ceiling, about 10 feet high. All of it brick, like set brick. But, oddly enough, it's completely empty in here.
same amount
What's
as...
the condition of the materials as compared to the rest of the corridors / the ruins above?
Old, but not worn.
Still same amount of dust on the floor? It's like
Yes.
everywhere else? Yep.
I don't know, maybe they were trying to build a dungeon or something.
Astron
never
walks
got
to the center of
finished.
the room, looking around.
Search around this room just to make sure. Do a bit of my own looksy-loos.
Akiyama eventually find a brick that seems to be newer than the others.
Please don't. And Akiyama would, like, first attempt to push it in, and then attempt to kind of, like, pull
Nothing
at it.
happens when you push. But when you pull it, it reveals what looks like markings or carvings in the wall.
Why?
And you said there'll be nothing interesting.
What did you find?
I found markings, and if you give me a moment...
I mean, I want to do a decipher roll, but fine, I'll let
Yeah.
you do it.
Hey,
You're already there.
I've never got to do a decipher roll before.
Well, it's
I-
not much of a decipher at this point. It's just, as Arceus gives you more light, one looks to be a hawk's head to the furthest left. The one in the center looks to be a sword face down, and the one to the right looks to be a... It's strange. It looks like a circle, but more of an oval.
Are these some kind of noble crest?
Thinking about it, it's possible. There's noble crests that do look like this.
Well, these don't mean anything to me, personally. They could be a
Okay.
noble crest, maybe? Do they mean anything to you, Arceus?
So say the symbols again.
Here, let me.
Hawk's head, sword face down, oval.
I did
Hawk's
work.
head. Sword face down, oval. Okay.
And that was left to right.
Left to right. Okay. Hawk's head, sword face down, oval. Hawk's head. Hawk's head. Okay, whatever. Alright.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
have a look at that shield.
Yeah. Me too.
Looking at the shield, it seems like it wasn't immune to the effects of time. There was probably something on it, though it seemed it has been worn out that it's hard to really
Perhaps
decipher what it is.
Well, we know that this sword has to be facing down now. So I try to pick up the sword from the hand or try to move the hand, just trying to figure this out.
As you begin to manipulate it, the entire thing kind of just falls in on itself.
And let's catch it. Like, grab like the torso chest piece.
You feel like this is just a now disassembled antique.
So maybe we got a little bit carried away here.
No.
You tried, buddy.
This is
It's
something.
not Scooby-Doo.
I take
Not a
the
puzzle.
sword. Ugh, okay. Someone get the shield and thing. We're gonna figure this out. Alright?
It's not a puzzle.
I put down the sword and start searching around the area around the disassembled thing. See if there's anything inside the disassembled
If
armor.
I do that, will you stop attempting to find puzzles and everything?
Yes.
While I'm looking.
You actually both find a tightly bound and sealed scroll that has a hawk head.
God
wax
damn
mark
it!
on
Straw just smiles at Yakiyama.
I hate you!
Okay, have you ever heard the saying, there's no smoke without fire? Because we're in one of those stories.
I hate you all.
Fucking win.
So if we fucking found ourselves a puzzle,
I'm just gonna push the other 2 suits of armor over, assuming there's something inside of them.
Don't.
god damn it.
Oh man.
Yes.
So there's just a loud clattering and noise as he pushes over the other armors.
Don't worry, no one's hurt.
Can we not make as much noise as to be heard by everyone?
Not sure they can hear you.
I'm not sure there's anyone here to hear.
And we're not entirely sure on that, are we? With the noise you're making, you'll wake the dead.
Hopefully.
I think that's kind of his plan.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, taking all the armor away from, like, the stands, like, shaking everything out, do I find a couple more scrolls?
You do not.
Okay, there's
Do you want me to
more.
read through this scroll then?
What if
Yes,
the
please.
seal needs to remain intact?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can keep the seal intact if you're very careful.
Do you have sleight of hand?
What if the scroll needs to stay sealed?
But aren't you curious?
For what? Keep sealed for what?
For
I
the
don't
puzzle.
fucking know.
It's not a puzzle.
Okay, I'm gonna give up. It's totally a puzzle.
It's
I
not
think
a
you're
puzzle.
being overruled.
Well, let's at least just take the scroll back to that little brick
It's
thing and
too
see what happens.
coincidental.
In Akiyama's defense, the hawk head might just be the seal for this particular place.
That's what I think it is. I was trying to ask Arceus, but no one was paying attention.
Well, you got a way of being a bit of a
Guys,
downer
but
when
it's not
people are trying to have
paying
fun.
So, Arceus, is there anything to do with seals and hawk's heads?
I don't know, but this seems very intriguing.
I know, right?
This is
Like a
actually...
puzzle.
Like a puzzle.
I like puzzles.
What kind of madman would make this kind of puzzle, though?
One that's trying to protect something. You create a room that looks
One
so
with a lot of
boring.
time.
That too, and money.
But you're not even protecting anything at this point.
That's what he wants you to think.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You
he
You
totally
create an empty room so people will walk in it and go, well, this is boring, and walk out. But you
That's
have
not
a
what I'm
secret
talking
rock
about.
that has seals and stuff
That's
behind
not
it.
what I'm talking about. If you actually wanted to get at your stuff yourself, think about the risks you'd have to take to simply get your own items.
What do you
What
mean?
if it's
pull the
something that
rock out
he
of a wall
wanted
and
to
pick up a
keep
scroll?
away from everyone?
Then that's all the more reason why we should have it.
Exactly.
Maybe
I
we
don't
should
know
open
about
it up
that.
and read it.
Do you want to hand me the scroll then?
Here you go.
Are we sure that breaking the seal isn't going to do something?
If you can
If
open it what, and keep the seal intact, that'd be
If
preferable.
it does something, then
I mean-
that's what we're waiting for.
No harm ever came from reading a book.
You'd be
That's
surprised.
I'm going to move out of the room.
I am a back up a little as well.
I am moving out of the...
Akiyama breaks the seal on the scroll.
Damn you.
And you start to read?
Starts to
seal
read it.
as in actually breaks the seal or
Breaks the
opens
seal.
it?
He opens it by breaking the seal.
Okay.
You released a ghost of seals past.
Or
Huh.
Is it?
Giant seal man appears.
That's not what I was expecting.
Oh, really?
What?
What is it? Looking over your shoulder.
It's poetry.
Maybe that's what he's trying to protect.
If
Do you
so, then
read
I'm
it out
a
loud
lot
or let
more
the others read
interested.
it?
Well, I'm done here.
It's only a single stanza. You were just
Maybe it's a
small-
cipher. Or a clue.
Let me read it. You were just a small vial of vile. I took for a potion. I was, only for a while, beguiled. What a foolish notion. To think I needed you, my potion.
It's a riddle.
This one's really heartbroken. Jeez.
I think it might be a riddle.
Well, I mean, he's talking about
Could
potions
you
and stuff.
could
and
you
we're
put
dealing with
the text in chat?
Yeah.
How rude. Didn't listen to the Akiyama. How rude.
So, from what I'm gathering, this person, if it is a riddle, it's talking about potions and stuff. We just got a vial of something.
Or a
over there.
person. It
Yeah.
sounds an
It-
awful
It
lot. like
does.
a person.
It does sound like it's someone talking about a heartbroken thing, but if it is a riddle,
Yeah, it definitely does sound like love poetry.
yeah.
Well, that
Well,
doesn't exactly
Did the
matter,
person
but-
become the poisonous lake?
maybe.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe.
No, a spirit powerful enough and warped enough by time and loss may have negative effect on like the surrounding area. That's why like things like me exist, to stop horrible monsters like that.
Is that
Are
possible?
we
Mr.
are
Knight?
we going to attempt to figure this out by reading a lake poetry?
Yes.
I like that plan.
Probably.
So there's some
It's
star-crossed
actually
lover
very
that's
possible.
stuck around because they didn't get what they wanted, and now they're in the lake.
Not a star-crossed lover. That's a different scenario.
It's more a spirit unable to let go or something. Unfinished
Yeah.
business.
or
Admittedly, I
maybe
tend to
trying
finish
to
the
protect
business with a
what's left
sword.
of the ruins.
This is more of love that didn't pan out.
Yeah. I mean,
Something which we'll try to make sure it doesn't happen.
seems like he got dumped.
No, that's not what I get from this. This appears to be the person of his affections wasn't entirely honest about who they really were.
Why do we assume he wrote it?
That's a good point.
Typically, noble households, it's the male that writes poems about the female, but there are exceptions.
Do you want to go check the other two corridors? Maybe there's more poetry. And secret
Hopefully.
rocks to be removed.
Maybe there's receptacles for all of these items.
Maybe.
Akiyama was just done with this until poetry came into the equation. Just like,
and now
I-
I'm done with it.
And just out of curiosity, what like shape is the mace? Is it like an oval shape?
It's your typical two-handed long stick with a ball with spikes.
So Morning Star. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just like pull my like bedroll out and stick the weapons in and sling it over my shoulder, or like inventory.
Are you really taking those?
It might come in handy later on. Might be
I-
keys.
Alright.
They have a combined weight of 10.
I'm carrying next to nothing, so I'm fine. Literally just got Astron's book and my backpack.
Yeah, remember you have my book. Alrighty. Onward to center? Center corridor? Right corridor?
Yes, well.
Center corridor next.
Center's fine.
Wait a second.
Oh.
Hmm?
What's up?
You discovered a clue?
Left was the hawk's head. We're in the left.
Yes.
Center is going to be the sword. Right.
Yes.
The oval. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I'll actually pull the sword back out the bag and sling that over the other shoulder.
That makes sense.
Go on then.
It is a puzzle.
Yes, it is.
Does Raya say that?
Good work, Scooby-Doo.
All of a sudden, Akiyama, your backers of this not being a puzzle is slowly starting to dwindle.
Oh no, he doesn't care anymore. There's poetry involved. He's super into this now.
As long as it's a poetry puzzle, he don't give a shit.
Best kind.
Because when it was like spooky, like haunted mansion, it was like, no, I don't like this. But now it's like, yo, poetry. So,
So, second corridor.
especially fucking love poetry. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but can you like actually post the poetry into the chat? I want to reread it.
You can read it. I believe it's down just in
It's like a
letters.
handout now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can drop it in chat if you have trouble finding it.
Where is it?
Letters,
letters.
Hawkhead scroll.
Ah, there it is. Found it. Thanks, fam.
Lit.
So I go down the center corridor, see if I
Yeah.
can find some more piece of armor.
Right
Oh,
behind
we
him.
all are, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just.
Don't fucking laugh.
Oop, I was muted. Alright. So as you head down this corridor, it's odd. There's a completely different structure on how this corridor was built compared to the last ones and the ones that you're walking. Instead of it just being very tight brick layers, they're separated. But in a sense, it's like, this doesn't look like this would work. They still stand strong, and the corridor still seems tight, but there's like 2 inches to an inch and a half worth of space in between each brick as you're walking through here.
Can we see the mortar in between each brick?
In the very back, yes.
There's no holes or anything like that.
No.
Actually, like
There's nothing
peers into the
Yeah.
little space. Like, the heck? Put his
Well.
finger in. Yeah.
Just doing that, it's shows its age that even with a little bit of touching, you do feel it begin to move back and forth. That is not a very solid substance.
Okay, so don't touch the walls.
That's good
It's
to
a little
know.
iffy. All right, so gonna just go like this in between the corridor, making sure I'm not touching anything.
Everyone be careful here that like, if the walls are eroding, it's liable for a cave-in.
Quite liable.
That would be awful.
These Brazilians not here.
Yeah.
So as you continue to move forward, similar to the last one, you're now brought to a more of a large cylinder room. Though, like before, it's expansive, but primarily empty.
Okay. Akiyama, do you want to find your magic stones?
Is that my job now?
Yes.
Alright. Hopefully it'll lead to more poems.
Hopefully.
I'm staying in the corridor.
As you begin to look around, you feel a little jaded as you go through this entire room, but don't seem to find anything.
There's nothing here this time around.
Was that feedback? I thought that was just like a motorbike going.
Yeah.
It was, just doesn't need to be talked about.
Yeah, that was. Sorry. It's
But yeah, I don't see anything.
So we didn't come across any armors on the way here, did we?
I don't know, maybe it's a magic thing.
I'll admit I'm a little bit numb to the world. Can anyone like feel a breeze or anything like that, indicating there might be a secret passageway, door? I'm not particularly perceptive.
Do we want to
Well, maybe.
go back to that corridor, see if there's anything in there?
Could
Very
try,
delicately?
I
Very
could try reading out the poem or something.
Raya, as you open up your ears and listen, you could swear that you hear a whistling noise coming from the corridor. It's very slight.
I think I can hear a breeze from the corridor, but it's very faint. Can I follow it to a source?
As you turn back and eventually follow it, you find yourself looking at just an expanse of brick.
I sense a secret door.
Perhaps
or
we
something.
ought to
Akiyama,
touch some of the bricks.
delicately.
I would honestly suggest you all move away and I alone open this.
Right, we should get on the other side of the corridor, not on this side.
Yeah, I can protect myself
Probably.
if something falls and tries to hit me. Yeah, but if there's
All right,
cave
I'll
in,
move back.
y'all will
Have
die.
at it.
Yeah, just squeeze myself in, trying not to touch the walls.
On
and
the
I go.
side that's not where the room is.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
saying.
the other way.
Don't they get trapped in the room.
Yeah, yeah. I
That
mean,
was
on
the
the other-
intent.
Yeah, the entrance. Yeah.
And I'm gonna start pulling bricks out the wall.
Oh Jesus.
Not
It takes you a while to do
Sure,
so. So
just
while
fucking
he's
going
pulling
for it.
bricks, you have about 5 minute worth of time to have a discussion with yourselves if you choose to.
Just to know, it seems like it starts becoming quite easy to get the bricks out. I'm gonna pop my shield. Just so
So,
you're aware.
then if you read a lot of poetry?
There was like some form of art form back in hell, but
Really?
there's- kind of
Like what?
like jokes.
Jokes on art.
It says you.
They're fun, but they're not art.
Well, some people art is subjective. Thank you very much.
Poetry's always been a little bit of a waste of time, in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
That's a shame. I think poetry can be good for everyone.
Sources, are you having fun?
This is interesting. It's much better than being in the dark.
Exceedingly.
Did you ever read poetry?
Anything is.
I haven't for quite some time.
But that means you did, right?
I did, though it's very vague.
It's a shame. I think a good poem can always help one's outlook.
I certainly hope so.
I'd like to collect all of these, if there's any more of them.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was thinking. Go on.
I'm sure if it continues as it is, you may have that wish come true.
So you're okay with taking this art, as you called it, but not the other art?
There's a difference in what it is. It's not so much taking that painting, it's taking that painting to the person who may see it as their own and attempting to get money from it out of them. They might not be exactly happy about that, but this is a poem written by a long dead person.
If you say so, sounds a little morally flexible to me.
It's a very different scenario.
I mean, like, we all have our morals. Things we might feel like we need to apologize for. Looks over at Rykor. But, you know, we all have our different, quirks. And I feel like as we come together, we all learn from each other and become better people.
That's an odd speech to come from someone like you.
What, you don't think we demons have any sort of morality in us?
I wasn't really necessarily talking about demons.
Oh, just me?
Just you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, I feel like I have some standards, right? Right?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I mean, like, I
Shit
haven't
ones.
done anything horrible. Have I? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I mean, like, I feel like I've been a pretty good person, Mr. Akiyama.
Could have a little bit more tact.
Yeah, but that's just me just not being
A
subtle.
lot more.
Well, that's not about not being subtle. It could be considered rude. Like, for example, when we were talking with Rin and you suggested that he had sex with his oven,
Stuck his dick in his oven.
I imagine to him he might consider that quite insulting.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
You're implying that his enjoyment of cooking would mean that he'd have sex with an oven.
Is having sex with an oven bad?
Be seen as a bit,
Perverse.
yeah. And
And perverse is bad?
when not in the company of people where you want that to be known, yes.
I see.
Do you not have experience of this at all?
I mean, back where I'm from, we don't really tend to care about that type of stuff. You guys have such hang-ups, my gosh.
Well, I don't know how long you've been on Tiller for.
A year.
Oh. Yeah, that
Let's discuss
that
this.
would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Far too much, actually.
Yeah, typically
Way
you want to keep that kind of
too
thing
much.
under wraps. It's fine, but it's not something to discuss in a. It's
So
not
you,
something to discuss if you're baker.
so you don't talk about sex?
Not to the baker, unless I was trying to get with the baker.
Not to someone who didn't ask you to.
So you need permission to talk about sex?
You
Like,
can only talk about such
Sort
topics
of.
with good friends. Very good friends.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
So sex is outlawed? Like Dove is?
No.
Private.
Well, actually,
It's
kind
private.
If you're having something like sex in public, you could be arrested for indecency.
Right.
Which isn't a fun time.
You've been arrested for
Not that
indecency?
I would know about.
It kind of sounds like you would know about that.
Well, it's a funny story, but I'm kind of never allowed to enter a particular town ever again.
Really?
Oh my.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily for indecency.
So it is for indecency.
No. It's more that the mayor got jealous.
And almost as if to make an exclamation point to his sentence. The sound of a wall being pushed out echoes from the corridor where Ro was working.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I said, hey, I think I've got it.
Have
Oh.
you?
Okay. That was a fun conversation. You guys need to talk to me more about that, because I'm not entirely sure I entirely understand where you guys are coming from.
You never slept with anyone before.
Azron just goes into the corridor.
What's the situation with the wall, Ro?
As you all look inside, with Arsis giving light, it is a room that the wall is completely overlapped and almost as if used as a foundation for the wall itself, covered by swords. And then the center. And all these swords look to be worn, not just decorations. And if they weren't a part of the foundation, pretty well weapons. And then in the center is a single column with another bound scroll.
Poem.
Akiyama, before you get too excited, I
Yeah?
again pop my shield and walk into the room. Well, it's before initiative's rolled. So I'm preemptively rolling initiative against the building. I mean, that's how I'm using it.
Are you fast enough to outspeed a building?
Yeah. So I'm just like psyching myself up like something's about to happen, like you would at the start of a fight.
Is it safe?
Can we do? Pick up the
Nothing
scroll.
seems to happen as you pick up the scroll. On it,
Can I have the poem?
wax.
Little see,
And
is there a
the
seal?
wax seal is that of a sword.
Yeah.
I back out of the room and hand Akiyama the scroll.
Okay, I'll kind of excitedly open it.
Well done.
It is another poem.
Oh, well, what does it say?
Jaded,
says-
taken by devotion, lost by the cord. Blood flowed freely as the ocean. How droll a horde to fall from my sword. It's not a love poem, though I suppose it could be.
Will you post that
Taken
one as well?
by devotion.
Where's the riddle?
Thank you.
Is there like a particular sword that stands out, like one that are more ornate, like pommel?
As you look amongst all the swords, they seem to be dulled to the point that they were used to the verge of almost breaking.
Well, actually, no, I'm not saying that. I'll just like take the sword up, like put by the wall, just place that on the pedestal.
It seems to sink in slightly.
Oh, guys, I did a thing. I didn't mean to.
What did you do?
Well, what'd you
pedestal
do?
moved. I put the sword on the pedestal and it moved.
There's a pedestal?
That's what
Yeah,
the
that's where the poem
poem
was.
But is there a pedestal in the other?
No.
No, it was just within the armor. It looks very much not Temple of Doom, but Indiana Jones, stuff right now.
Who?
Is that it?
Whoever that is.
I mean, I look around. Has something changed? I'll drop a
Nothing
spot.
seems to have changed.
Anyone want to put their hands on a blade and try pulling it out of the wall and putting it on the pedestal?
I
No.
suppose it's my job to search through the room now, right?
Yeah, it seems safe. I may have armed a trap here. I don't know, so be careful.
Maybe this is a sequence thing.
Maybe.
As you begin
Maybe.
to look through the room, you see all these dull swords, and a few of them with iron specks coated along them that it doesn't take you much time to piece it together. It seems like these things were made
Dried blood.
exactly.
Could I go through it and kind of push or pull all the ones with blood on it?
Oh no, these are very much so set into the wall.
Press on them?
You do as much as you can to manipulate what's visible through your search check. Nothing apparent. It seems that this is still just a room.
Okay, I was just trying to relate it to the poem.
Does someone want to go check the room at the end of the hallway?
Yeah.
I suppose we better all go do that.
Well, I kind of don't want to
Alright.
move away from this pedestal. I've got the sword on. I'll let go of the sword. Does anything happen?
No?
Okay.
Can I just try to? Can someone cut my hand for a second?
Yeah, I had the same thought.
I can heal it afterwards as well.
Nah. I do
Go
the
on.
one that doesn't have the number on it.
Alright.
That's actually quite dangerous. Cut your arm.
Well, it's not my arm, my hand.
Palm your hand.
Yeah, I know. Cutting the palm of your hand can sever a nerve.
Not when you're fucking magic and you can immediately heal it.
God.
Why are we doing this again?
Akiyama would get out his little magical rapier or whatever and do a very slight cut onto the palm of Aswan's hand.
Just the tip. Thank you.
God damn it.
I put one hand on one of the swords with the dried blood, see if that does anything.
As you smear your blood along it, it just looks like you added your blood to the dry one.
Try doing it on the one.
Try doing it
placed
to
on
the sword on the
pedestal.
pedestal.
I do it on the one with the pedestal.
Or just on the pedestal.
As you
Or just on-
put your blood onto that, the sword on the pedestal doesn't seem to change at all, but the sound of movement, almost stone grinding against stone, and then stone grinding against metal, seems to echo from the hallway behind you.
Well, that did it.
I don't like that sound.
Well, first,
What is making that sound?
Poke my head out.
Can I go down there and
I
check?
imagine some kind of hidden passageway.
As you go to check, you head back to the immediate passageway where you guys came from. Two other options only available to you. The wall
One of the other
going-
corridors closed off. Is it the right one?
Okay, so
It looks
You
like
went-
the one directly straight from the three passageways has closed off.
So good.
that was our
Wait.
exit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
the
was.
exit.
Oh. Ah.
Nice!
Let's-
We're stuck!
I suppose we're here till we solve it then.
So you admit it's a puzzle.
Secret tunnel.
It-
Secret tunnel.
I'll just hold up my hand and summon my pickaxe again. Well, we can get out if we want to.
Look, let's not do that for the time being. Let's play
I mean-
by the rules.
Yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying this.
So,
Onward and upward, folks.
This is quite fun.
Something did happen when I moved to pedestal, so should we go check out that second room again?
Yes. I
Not the
think
sword
that's a
room,
Good
the-
idea. I know the room.
Right.
sure, why not?
I want to pick up a brick as well on the way.
Easy enough.
Yeah, we'll head down to that room again.
The original room, starting room,
Second room.
you're in the second room.
No, we're not.
I'll draw a map.
Room where the. Do you mean the? Do you mean the room where we first saw the clue?
No.
No.
No, the cylindrical room.
Okay, you go into
Okay.
that room, and you do find
Then
now a pedestal sticking out of the center of the room.
Oh,
Cool.
there we go.
Yeah, boy.
Let's on that one now.
Do we want? Yeah, do we want to put a sword on that one?
Well, it's
Um,
the only sword that moves, so I don't know. fucking
Should I go
put
get
the same
it?
sword on it.
I think so, yes.
I'll stay in this room to see what happens when you take the sword off that pedestal and put it on here.
Is
Okay,
that a bomb?
No,
That's
it's
a fucking map.
Oh.
it's a really shit map of what's going on.
I know! Oh my god!
I know.
Yeah,
Fucking stupid.
it may not
It was
be,
just immensely unfunny.
Mm.
it
Yeah,
may not be
um,
another sword, but one of the other items.
What other items?
This is a sword corridor.
This is
Yeah,
the sword
it's
one.
the middle corridor, though.
Maybe. Yeah, we should check the next corridor. There might be another sword there.
We can't, we're stuck.
No, there's still one corridor we haven't explored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and we're stuck in this one.
You're not
No, we're
stuck in
not.
this one.
No.
No,
We're
we're
not
stuck.
in this one.
It was the exit to head out of the thing with the 3 corridors. We still can do the puzzle. It's just the exit, if we wanted to stop the puzzle, is now gone. So we have to go through the entire puzzle now. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, the oval one is still...
Well, at least
Needs to
try
be back.
moving the sword we just used into this room first.
Alright, well I'm gonna stay here to see what happens to the pedestal in here, in this
I
cylinder
think-
room.
Again, I think you should all just stay here now. Do this on my own. So walk out and go get the sword.
Around the equal time that he picks up the sword, the pedestal shunts its way into the floor again.
Didn't work.
Didn't
We
work.
need to
Which
Wait, back.
pedestal?
The one that
Is there-
you guys are watching in the cylindrical
The-
room.
So our pedestal just went away, Ro.
Okay, let's put this.
Do you
back
think
on.
maybe it's the shield? From
Maybe.
one of the
Like I said, the other items.
pieces of
Yeah.
armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Eh,
well,
fuck it, I'll go get a shield.
Just put whatever on there.
so hearing the conversation, I'll just take the shield
Oh,
out.
did
of
you take the shield?
I'll just hold it out as I put the other sword back on the
Alright,
sword room pedestal.
I'll grab it from you and take it over there. Fuck
Does
all
the
else
thing
I
come
can do.
And you put the shield onto the pedestal in the cylindrical room.
Mm-hmm.
As you put it on there, nothing seems to happen.
I got a mace as well if you want
Yeah,
to use
put the
that.
mace there.
Alright.
Head.
Do you just want to give me everything and I'll just...
Yeah, I'll just hand you my bedroll. It's full of crap.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sure, let's put all our faith in Raya. Nothing. Just keep going. I mean, it's not like you're
Do
prone
you
to
put the
just
mace?
walk
You're
it.
the worst. Yes, I do.
I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't.
Why
Oh,
not?
why?
Just, we might as well just try everything.
Well, the mace might do something bad. This is the sword room.
A
There's
lot
no
of
reason
things
to-
might have happened.
Yeah.
Why are we stopping
We're
now?
already invested now.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the third thing? Thing is sword?
Yeah. Sword, mace, and shield.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, what the way it went was Hawk's head, sword, and then oval shape, which I'm assuming shield.
How would a mace be a hawk's head? Whatever, fuck it. I'm putting the mace on.
The shield, by the way, is like a kite shield.
Okay.
That's like the
So-
big one, right?
As you put the mace on it, once again, similar to how the shield was, nothing seems to react.
And
We're-
sword.
The sword you wouldn't be able to do, because when you lift the sword off
Yeah,
of the
we already
pedestal...
tried doing that.
The
No,
pedestal
no,
is
no, there was another sword in the other
No,
corridor.
there wasn't.
Oh.
That's one I picked up and put blood
Yeah.
on.
Was there any
Oh.
other shield around those suits?
Nope.
We couldn't just use any old sword, could we?
I summoned my devil sword.
Do you have to put something in the space where the brick was in the first room?
Maybe. I mean, I've got
Like
a
the
brick.
scroll?
Hey guys, quick question, very stupid. Did any of us get any Hawk's pie?
No.
It was being made for us.
Yeah.
Right. I was just wondering, maybe we could put the Hawk's pie on the thing.
It is a strange coincidence.
I'm
maybe,
guessing.
maybe Hawk is a thing in this town.
I'm guessing they
Hawk
actually
is a
worship
god.
Hawk. So
Oh
putting a
yeah,
dead one
that's a thing.
in front of
right.
them might not make them happy.
Does anyone here worship Hawk?
Ew.
Does anyone have knowledge talents?
Yes,
I've got knowledge of one particular talent.
I would hope so. This doesn't clue into Hawk, does it?
This does not seem to be Hawk's
MO.
way of
This isn't really what Hawk would do. The entire thing of Hawk is that the communication between the gods and mortals. Hawk wouldn't be this
Well.
obtuse.
Mm.
She's also the god of war.
Maybe we should just check the other corridor.
You're
Yeah.
thinking about Raven.
No. Raven's god
Yes.
of assassins.
Raven's
I thought-
also the god of war.
I thought Hawk was the warrior god. Oh no, it's god of
she's not.
kings. That's the one, sorry.
Yeah, I think the other corridor is a good idea.
Putting my devil spite summoned into a
I'm
sword
gonna
shape
hand
on
you
the
your
pedestal.
shit back as I pass the room.
putting your sword in it doesn't seem to do anything.
Cool. So it's not just any old sword, so dismiss it. Right.
So as you all begin to huddle back into your only other option, you enter into a very large expanse, circle, that actually curves downwards as you walk into it. As you see, with the light given to you, 3 large figures, looking like the armors that you saw already, all facing downwards towards the center of this oval room, more like monoliths, looking down towards the center point. And at the center of the room, it seems to just be a hole that drops down. Each one of these these statues, the one furthest to the left of you from entering into the room, seems to be holding onto a shield, which is made out of steel, proper steel, and on it is the insignia of a hawk. The one directly in the center seems to be holding onto a sword face down. Also, the insignia of a hawk on the sword. And then the one to the furthest right, a morning star-like mace. The insignia of a hawk also on it.
Hmm. Looking at the statues, or is it just like shaped marble, or are they like seams?
It seems like each statue is made directly out of stone. Or not stone,
Looks like one solid
Metal.
piece of material, though.
yes.
Okay.
So
Should I go get the sword? Maybe there's an order.
we searching through the room again, same as always.
Do you want me to go down there first and just have a stomp around, make sure nothing tries to kill us?
Suppose it's a good idea.
As I'll do so. Stumpy stump stump.
Nothing attempts to murder him.
Nothing seems to want to kill you.
That's a
Okay.
really nice
That's a
change.
first.
Yeah.
Investigation.
As you give it the good old look-see, you don't see anything particularly out of the ordinary of the room itself. Though you do notice, after investigating, the outlining of the room, unlike the others that have been just really brick and earth around it, the entire dome of this room seems to be made out of steel, or some kind of metal.
Apparently they just had loads of steel to waste, but I think we just kind of lucked out finding that brick. I don't think they're doing that again.
As Astron attempts to throw a pebble at one of the statues.
Well,
What do you mean attempts to? Does he miss?
No, because
Well, look
he's
at that
so
one.
freaking weak.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to see if they do something.
by throwing rocks at them.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Just,
I'm not going anywhere near those things. You kidding me? They're scary.
I was something like leaning on one.
well, I've already been across the entire room. If they haven't
Well-
attacked me, then they shouldn't attack you.
Maybe they want their representations. So
Maybe.
like pull the shield and mace out of the bag.
Someone would have to go get the sword again.
Oh, I can run and grab that, but... Do we want to try this? Because I've got a feeling as soon as I put these down, something's going to happen that might be either
We're kind of
reversible.
stuck down here
Again.
otherwise.
There's no point not to.
Yeah,
Also-
it's worth a shot.
What's down the hole?
It's a big hole.
Can anyone project
Looking
like,
down the
distance
hole,
light?
it does not seem that you have any means of seeing how far it goes with the light at hand.
Wait a minute.
I
I'm
take
gonna-
the pebble that I tried
Yeah,
to
there
throw
you
and
go.
drop it down there.
Maybe
Stick
something
my
bigger
head
than
in
a
there.
pebble.
I
He takes the pebble. He drops it down there. And Akiyama, you continue to say as you want.
no,
Wait, one
no.
sec.
He pauses to listen.
I also
Approximately,
I can listen.
approximately
Ooh, nice one.
60 seconds go by until you hear
Okay,
the
what the fuck?
re-echoing
What
of the
fuck?
pebble coming
Fuck
back.
off 60 seconds. Fucking hell.
I don't want to be in this room anymore. I'm going to step out.
60 seconds? Are you for
No
real?
thanks.
A full minute.
No thanks.
Full
No.
pepper, full minute.
Astron,
I'm
Join
not
you.
gonna be one who falls through a fucking hole in the floor again.
Astron, join your usual light tome. Does it actually create like a ball of light that sheds light? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I guess.
Do you want to try chucking one of them down there?
It's a bit of a waste of his light tome. I could do something similar.
Well, that and also my light tome doesn't go for very far. It kind of fizzles out after like 20 feet.
Oh, true. Yeah, Akiyama, do you want to?
Yeah, just, don't freak out.
Why? What's about it?
Akiyama's body would shift. You could hear like an almost crunching of bones as his entire
Here it
body
goes.
rearranges.
It's a lovely sight.
Yeah, it is not very comfortable to look at.
Bayana kind of
vomits into the hole.
Bayana kind of glances at Ro.
Oh my god, you're disgusting! Oh,
But that's.
Yeah, pretty much.
oh my.
I have been told it's not very comfortable to watch, but if you must know, it doesn't hurt me whatsoever. It's
It's hurting
No,
me, you. Oh. You're offensive. Jeez.
that's just how it works, right?
Roll for bomb.
How does Arsis seem to look and feel about this?
Oh shit!
No, she knows.
She
No
just
shit.
seems
No,
to
but-
just turn her back to you while doing so, as you're changing.
So at least someone's polite about it.
Keep losing points in the column. Akiyama, you need to step your game up.
Uh-oh.
No, she's being a polite.
Rose
So you're gonna-
staring with a look of confusion, interest, and disgust all at the same time.
It's almost as if we were looking at a Zeeth right now. Anyway,
But anyway, if you'll allow me to,
yeah, sure.
4 little blue flames would appear at each of his tail, at the base of each of his tails, and they would fire down this hole.
You only had 3 before, didn't you?
Yes, he did.
Slower up.
It's around the time that you start to let these 4 balls of flame come out. Everyone slowly starts watching this. Raya, while you're out in the center of the corridor, you get hit in the back of the head by a pebble.
Oh.
Coming from the direction of the original room?
No, from above you.
How?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
will look up.
The slow alien vs predator look.
Uh-huh.
As you look up, it just seems to be stone.
Suddenly xenomorphs.
Astron, I think that pebble you dropped in just hit me.
What?
Wait, what?
Huh?
I
It
kinda
came
wanna-
from the ceiling and there's nothing there.
I spit down there.
I move. Just one step to the right.
And Akiyama, your fire seems to go down for
Oh god!
another
Move.
20 or so seconds before all four of them at the same time seem to dispel.
immediately look over at the
I'm stepping another
other way.
step to the right. And watching.
Nothing seems to happen. Though another 2 minutes or so pass by and a small trickle of liquid seems to hit down the center of the room.
in the center of the main room. This.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
So I guess
Drop
no one
it.
can sprout wings, can they?
We do have a flying cat.
I look over to Raya.
Ah,
Ew.
I mean, I kind of want to jump down there. I have a feeling I'll die if I do.
Probably would. And I need you to help me die.
Yeah,
So don't die.
Yeah.
That was a waste.
Of what?
Should we have the cat do something?
Do you really want to send your cat down the well to nowhere?
Can
If
we
it's the only thing that can be done.
Want someone with a blueberry that'll lower it down?
Don't have any more.
we could tie all our rope together, hold on to one end, and see if the other one pops out somewhere.
or tie it to a arrow and fire it down there and see if what happens?
I
Yeah.
don't think it has anywhere near the amount of length required.
Yeah, I don't even have 100 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
But we could light a fire on one of Fionna's arrows and fire it down there?
I don't really want an arrow coming out of the middle of nowhere.
Oh, we know where it's
it's-
coming out. We've got a little mark from the spit.
That's true.
We could try
It seems to have fell directly in the center of the room.
Is it just a loop then?
Well, I want to see exactly where this portal of magic seems to start. So
It has
Fuck
to
it,
be
fire
magic.
an arrow.
Alright.
I mean, I could just drop a brick that I've been carrying.
Yeah, anything will do.
Sure.
Do you guys want to wait in the main room? Just
Something
stand in
more
the
than
corridors we
spit.
got sold over your head and I'll drop that down?
Sure, that's
Close
fine.
there.
Yep.
I'll
Go ahead.
So as you
Yeah.
drop a brick and begin counting, it takes about about 80 to 90 seconds before looking at the center of the room at the top. It's not even really a magic like, ooh, portal or anything. It's just the brick falls through the roof directly into the center.
How tall is this roof?
About 10 to, no, the center room is about 15 feet high.
Just take the brick and throw it at the ceiling.
Yeah.
It hits the ceiling and bounces back down.
Cool.
So does anyone want to lower one of us down there? See if we can.
Do we have to put the things in the hole?
I think that is what it wants from us.
I mean, we should get back even if that's not what he wants.
They'll
Exactly.
just shatter on the ground, but sure.
Good point. As I like take out my bedroll, put it underneath, like where the brick hit.
In the correct order, of course.
Well, we can hold out the bedroll as sort of a makeshift.
I kind of don't want anyone anywhere near falling swords, morning stars, and shields.
And we don't have to
True.
be anywhere near that.
So can we just pile up a bedrolls, create like something soft for them to land on, so they don't explode?
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what
that's fine.
make a little landing point.